Good morning, I'm Donna Drake, and welcome to Realty Connects Long Island. Love this show, and I'm sure that you do too, and that's why you keep tuning in. And with me are Michael and John. But before we begin, we want to wish everybody a very happy Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween.
So I had a really great time trick-or-treating with my little guy last night.
Did you really?
Yeah. My youngest is 8, Matthew, and he went as a ninja.
Oh, nice.
And you? And then I went just as a mom, but then we divided up all the candy. You know, and
did you get some?
I did. I got all the things
Yeah,
he
well,
doesn't like.
Then it was a good Halloween.
It was a great Halloween.
Great Halloween.
I was busy. However, I have to tell you, wait till you see what John went as.
Our John?
This John, you got to see. It was perfect. Do you have it?
John.
Can you look at that?
Oh, how adorable!
John, what made you think of that?
Well, actually I didn't, but apparently my producer thought of it and thought it would be a great idea to have me up
Isn't
there like
that
that.
wonderful? He
I'm
sat
gonna leave
on
my
his front porch. You
I'm
have an
gonna
older
leave-
house, right?
Huh?
So was that you on your front porch at your house?
I might be the same age as my house. It's over 100. Yes, I do have an older house. Oh, look at that. That looks great. What a great shot.
Yeah.
That is
What a
cute.
great
We
shot.
thought that would be nice.
I actually have a scarecrow on my front porch sitting in a chair.
You do?
I do.
Wow, there you go.
There you go.
There you
The
go.
serendipity of it
And
all.
last year, and don't do this at home, kids, but last year, my neighbor, okay, well, we didn't know it, took the scarecrow, put himself in those clothes, and then sat on the chair, and when we came out of the house, the scarecrow came to life. And after I got my wife out of the hospital from a heart attack, we had a good laugh over it, so.
Wow, that would really be scary.
Yeah.
In our neighborhood, a couple of times, people dressed up as like a bush or whatever, and then the bush would come out and grab the kids.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a good, fun, safe holiday.
I kind of like that, and I think that might be my new dress code for Realty Connects.
Yeah.
Casual
Mr.
Fridays.
Patches.
Yeah.
Mr. Patches.
Well, thanks, guys.
And
I
if
really
people
appreciate
want to
it.
call in or text us your comments.
Yeah,
in
if
addition
you need
to-
a scarecrow for next Halloween, it's available.
The number is 516-702-5406. 516-702-5406. Or you can email us at realtyconnectsli@gmail.com. So we're going to start the real part of the show now, right?
The real part of the show is there's nothing scary about today's real estate market.
Oh, I like that. Nice segue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the feds met, they decided they were going to continue to buy bonds at $85 billion a month.
Which means to the rest of the world?
The interest rates already have gone down. The stock market has already started to increase because of that. And the buyers are now back out in the market.
And what did we just tell the two people on the other side of the screen that are millennials? What did we tell them before we went on air?
You cannot rent, you have to buy.
Buy now.
You know, renting in today's market is a big mistake. Building wealth for any person is in 90% of the wealth that people have is their home. It's not in stock market accounts or savings accounts or, you know, antique automobiles or whatever it might be, or artwork. The wealth you build as you get older, and not that I would know that, is in your home. So when you hit a retirement age and you can look back and have a home that's paid off and there's $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in equity, renters have nothing, zero equity, and nothing.
And they don't have a write-off either.
Yeah.
They don't have the write-off.
We really somehow want to find a way to get into this marketplace. The rates have never been better. The prices are good, and we want to talk about prices today because that's an important factor in what's going on in the market.
So don't buy the stilettos, sing for a house.
Do they still recommend when you put like a certain amount down on a house, like 20% still avoids PMI and all those old rules that I used to deal
There's
with?
so many new products out there. So the short answer is, of course, the 20% mortgage is there. However, there's other mortgages out there now that people can take advantage of. This 3.5%. I mean, you may want to embellish.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have the money, it doesn't mean you can't buy the house, if that's the question.
Okay.
Creditworthiness, longevity in your job,
Right.
path trail.
Yeah, that's
Having
pretty much it.
established your credit. Having established that you have a job and the future potential in your job is there. The mortgage is, everyone thinks that you need a lot of money to buy a house, especially those first time buyers right now. They don't. if they've established what we just said, they can buy a house.
3.5% down.
3.5% down is not an unusual
FHA loan.
mortgage.
That's
And-
fantastic.
So what if you pay PMI, you're still making money
Mhm.
overall over a collective period of years that is gonna be equity and retirement money or a pathway to your next house or your summer home or whatever it might be. It really doesn't matter. Better to struggle now and have that later than to reach a certain age and say, wow, I have to keep working, or I can't get that summer home, or I can't do the things I wanted to do.
And you know, speaking to you, we're really speaking right this second about the millennials, and those, you know, that's the group that's like, you know, under 34 years old, down into their early 20s. They really should be taking advantage of the market, and what we're noticing, and the agents are telling us, is they are looking at homes now and saying, you know, this is where my family's gonna be, my friends are gonna be. They're going back to what, I don't wanna sound like an older guy, but going back to what I remember. My father bought his house, and his goal was to burn that mortgage at the end and say, I own the house. And then we went through this period of time where that wasn't the case. It became buy a house, flip the house, how much is your house worth? This younger group, I'm impressed. And I have children in that younger group. They're looking and they're saying, you know, this is where I wanna raise my family. They're not thinking about, well, how much am I gonna make on the house? And they're getting it. So getting that house and, you know, struggling now, they're gonna be in good areas, they're gonna have good school districts, they're gonna enjoy the house. That's what I'm noticing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we know that buyer market is alive now because 2 years ago, 74% of the people started their search for a new home on the internet. That number is now 90%. 90%
Think
of
about
the
the
buying
growth.
population searches the internet to purchase a home.
And they're going to our website, right?
Oh, I have to, the other thing I have to say, and of course this is gonna be a little self-serving, but I wanna say it. Our agents embrace the internet, they're all over the internet. They, you know, a lot of our customers go to Zillow and Trulia, and I can say with total confidence, our agents are on there, they're capturing those buyers that way. And again, anyone that's looking to buy anywhere in this country, and specifically Long Island, they're going to Zillow, they're going to Trulia, and they're going to Realty Connect. They really are.
And another really strong fact, if you're a homeowner and you're thinking about selling your house, 89% of the buyers are using realtors. So because when a market gets some activity in it, some homeowners feel that they can put the house on the market in a newspaper ad or something of that nature and sell it themselves. So if 89% of the market is using a realtor, you have 11% of the market to deal with, and all of those people are trying to save money because they're not using a realtor. So you're dealing with sort of a bargain mentality shopper, and then
And then
problems,
the
oh
deeper
my God.
story there, and we were talking with this off air, the deeper story and why more and more people are using realtors is, we're still on the curve in that market. It's a great market. The market's is very strong. However, you still have appraisals. And the market, when it's on a curve, the bank is being a little more careful. Yes, they're lending, yes, the rates are lower. However, the skill sets come in after you've got an accepted offer, and after you've made the deal, and after you've gone to contract. That's when you're really going to see a realtor earn their salary, because now they're gonna make sure the appraisal comes in, they're doing their homework, they're keeping track of, they got a good price for this home. If you're a for sale by owner, you don't have that resource.
Right.
You don't, yes, the attorney has done a great contract and written it very well and whatever, however, they're not responsible for helping that appraisal come through.
No.
And doing a FISBO when you're also trying to work full-time, when are you gonna show your house?
Oh,
You know what I mean? It's
it's
just,
very
there's so
difficult,
many
yeah.
reasons not to go that way.
And it's refreshing to see now, we've both been in the market long enough, that it's refreshing to see that the for sale by owners are beginning to realize, and the buyer pool is really back and saying, you know what, I'm gonna use the professional to sell your house, and we're earning what we're doing. And
Over the past, I think 10 years, the for sale by owner percentage was 19%, it's now down to 9%. 9% of the homes sell with a for sale by owner. So
And yet-
91% of the market is being sold by a real estate company, you know, and hopefully ours.
Yes, and
It does
I,
facilitate the process though, because there are sometimes like little things that'll go wrong, and if you already have a dedicated person that's gonna make sure that things go smoothly when there might be a little hiccup,
I-
it makes it so much better.
I'm gonna tell you that you're 100% right, and probably that statement has changed just slightly. A few years ago, little things go wrong. major things have to be dealt with, and you really need a professional in this market to get you through the ins and outs of a real estate transaction.
I can think of an agent just last week, and I'm gonna jump to a different price range. It was an upper price range. Closing was scheduled. Bank decided to do a second look. Appraisal was done, commitment was given,
Not
closing
unusual.
was set.
Yeah.
Get a phone call from the bank and the buyer and seller's attorney saying, bank's going in to take a second look. Well, they adjusted this appraisal down $200,000
Oh my
on a
goodness.
high-end house. Take the percentage on a $300,000, that's a
Right.
huge difference. So there we were out there with the appraiser saying, wait a second, why did it disappear in a market that's stable? And I have to tell you, in guiding the agent through this, we navigated through and we moved it back, we moved the needle back up on the $200,000, but that was a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of understanding your marketplace.
Yeah, not something a consumer would have the ability to do. That appraisal
No,
would have
they would probably
sat,
just gave
that
up.
deal would have
It would have
died.
died.
And not only that, the new value for that house, when it went back on the market, would probably be $200,000. So we not only were able to save the consumer $200,000, but keep the market stable. And I'm not sure of the circumstances, but this can happen very often where appraisals might come in a little bit lower. And if you don't adjust that or work on showing the true comps in the area, you've now set a new precedent for prices for houses in that marketplace.
And speaking to the consumer, when they're interviewing those agents, whoever the agents they are, ask the questions, how are you handling this challenge when you have it? What's the steps? At what point, if I'm a seller and I'm selling a home and I'm moving west, let's say I live in Kings Park and I'm moving to Long Beach, at what point can I have confidence as the consumer and the seller that I can go ahead and secure that purchase in Long Beach? Depending on the price you get on that home, which we're gonna get into the sweet spot conversation in a moment,
Yeah.
it is so important. I'll say quite often to the agents, they'll say, Michael, I've got a house, I got a great price, little concerned. I say, go back to your homeowner and say, wait that 30 days. Make sure you're gonna get that appraisal come in, because we did real well on your house. However, we didn't get that appraisal yet. And that's important, that when you're interviewing, you have those conversations, because you wanna be dealing with agents that have gone through that process and understand and can give you the direction you need. Which segues, I guess, into where you want.
Well, yeah, right before the show, you asked me the question, if the houses are selling, if it's really a hot market, and, what should a person do if they're thinking of selling their house right now? And
Should I grab that?
go ahead, because
We're talking about what's hot.
this market's on fire. This market is on fire, and that's not a joke. And I know there are people out there with their houses on the market and they're not selling. And they can't figure out why. And they want to say that they're not getting this, or that's not happening, or this isn't happening, and the market's really not on fire.
Question.
2,022 houses were listed in the last 30 days. 1,110 of those houses are sold in Suffolk County. Okay? So what's really happening is the houses that are sitting on the market that are not selling, if you're selling, you have your house on the market and it's not selling, you did what, and Michael and I talked about this too, you did an anticipated reaction to the market.
Which made sense at the time, perhaps they went on, because we talked about this hiccup that took place, and everyone was optimistic, and everyone thought, well, let's pinch that up a little bit,
Exactly.
and then in reality what happened,
The market got flat. In certain areas, it actually moved the needle down just a hair.
just
It's
a
not.
little bit of treading water, we kinda got pushed a little bit
Yes.
back.
So the expected appreciation where sellers said, well, I'll list it high in the hopes that somebody's gonna come along, has actually cost some sellers money,
It kinda
but it
pushed us.
certainly has them completely off the market right now. Listing your house, and whether you're with Realty Connect or some other
This
company.
is everybody.
This is everybody. We're not talking about saying, oh, lower your price, lower your price. What we're saying is, if your house is listed, it's not necessarily for sale. It's not for sale until it's listed at a price that a buyer is willing to look at it. And then it becomes for sale.
And you know what's
That's a
interesting?
great point, a
Yeah.
great point.
So the listing of the house means nothing. So getting a qualified realtor, getting the information that you need, getting the values that you need, and listening to what's going on in today's market. I mean, the facts are here. We study, we have statistics. I know this, you can't see this at home, but we have facts, statistics, stats. We study them. We look at what's going on in the marketplace. 1,110 houses sold just in Suffolk County. This is, and that's in 30 days. This is an amazing market right now. And if you're not in it, that means you have to have a discussion with your agent, whoever that might be.
And if your agent's coming to you and saying, listen, this is what happened in the market, this is why you need to adjust now, because what's happening, at least the agents that have approached me, they've said, Michael, you know what, I had a house on the market 60 days, and a house that just went on the market, house went on the market 2 weeks ago, and you have an accepted offer. Well, your realtor had adjusted to that brushback and put the market on 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, or a month ago, and you got the activity because you were in the right place, and the other agent that put it on 60 days ago is experiencing that brushback, needs to get you adjusted there. That's what the public needs to do. That's what our selling consumer needs to do, and the buying consumer already knows it. They seem to be always ahead of that because they're paying attention to the rate a little more closely. They're paying attention to the news a little more closely because the seller has got this anticipated price. That brushback happened all over. However, John, your point is very clear. We did sell as an industry over 1,000 houses in 30 days. That
Just
shows
Suffolk
you
County.
the market's
Just
red
Suffolk
hot.
County.
And whoever your realtor is, whatever the company are, if that agent is coming to you and explaining it in this way, they're dead on.
Yeah,
They're
and the
dead
rates
on.
are down. You can get a 30-year fixed rate mortgage at 4.1%. A 15-year
I got
under
a
4%.
I got a 15-year right now that I heard an agent got for someone at 3.5%. They're still
Excellent.
phenomenal rates, and this is a high-end loan, the agent told me, and I said, that's a wonderful loan.
Yeah. So you want to be out there buying a house if you're a buyer. If you're a seller, you want to, and sellers waiting, anticipating a higher price. If they're on a move-up market, they have to know that the house they're going to buy is going up. And if their house goes up at 20% and they're at 400,000 and they're buying at 700,000 and that goes up 20%, they're actually going to pay more in the long run for the house they're about to buy. And that's if the rates stay consistent. If the rates go up, they're going to pay double what they thought they were going to pay as a monthly
You
payment.
need to say that again, so the public can understand that, because we all got it. However, that is a very important point that many agents communicate when they're sitting with people. And again, when you're talking to an agent as the seller, what John just said, if you're a bump up buyer, listen carefully, because this is exactly what's happening.
If you're selling your house at 400,000
Mhm.
and you are anticipating the market's going to go up, so you want to cash in on that.
2 years from now, 4 years from now,
Let's
you're there.
assume it's going to go up 5%, so 4 times
Over
5.
that period.
Yeah, it's $20,000 over a period of time. But you're buying at 600,000, then the house you're about to buy is going to go up $30,000.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a $10,000 loss to you. You're paying
waiting.
more for it.
By waiting.
And
What's the
that's-
cost of waiting?
But
is what
that's
he's
if the
saying.
rates stay the same. So maybe your monthly payment's gonna be $450, but if the rates go up, your monthly payment could be $650.
Which is
$600.
why when we started the discussion, we jokingly said to the people on the other side of this that are helping us run this show, buy a house, because guess what? In a year or two from now, yes, they're gonna be making more money, they're on the upswing. They're gonna have a higher rate, and they're gonna pay more for the house. So all joking aside, put the stilettos in the closet, don't buy anymore, buy the house, because you're gonna have more
He
money.
loves talking about one of our producers' shoes, I guess. That's
She's got great shoes on today.
She does have
wears
great
great
shoes.
very stylish, yes.
By the way, I'd be saying that to my daughter if she was on the
Absolutely.
outside.
And if you have a question you want to text us, you can text us at 516-702-5406. And I'm checking the number because sometimes I have dyslexia, so it's 516-702-5406. Or send us your questions to realtyconnectsli@gmail.com.
And we do have, to apologize for that, we had a tremendous amount of questions come in on the last couple of weeks' shows, so we are gonna address those on our next show. We
Okay.
owe that to everybody, and we didn't address them, so we're definitely gonna do that on the next week's show.
And I know one of the questions we were talking about too, that came through was, when people are getting ready to put their house on the market, and it might be a little bit in a shambles, you know, is it better to invest money to fix it up, or is it better to just sell it as it is right now? What's your opinion on that?
You can start this one.
My opinion is, I would actually not invest a tremendous amount of money to fix it up, but I would do cosmetic improvements because the first impression on a home is important. It could be as simple as painting the front door, it could be as simple as painting for instance, we recently had a house
A little
that had
elbow grease, little shine it
Yeah,
up, shine
had
it
a-
up a little.
we did an improvement on a home that was as simple as this. Removed the wallpaper from the living room, removed blue shag carpet from the living room, polished the hardwood floors, painted the living room white, painted the upstairs bathroom, took all of the, there was, if you have magnets on your refrigerator, tchotchkes on the countertops.
Tchotchkes.
Yeah, whatever they are. Toaster ovens, coffee machine makers, blenders, just take them off the countertop, put them in the closet, store them somewhere, and give that open, clean look to your house.
So put some sweat equity into it.
Exactly, it's not
Sweat
that you
equity.
have to
Time,
invest money,
effort.
but walk into that house as if you were somebody who wanted to look at the house, not at all the other little things that were all over the house.
Got it. So it
Makes a
shouldn't look
big
like a
difference.
garage
Yeah,
sale
I mean,
inside
many,
your house.
many agents will say to a homeowner, go out to the front of your house, stand at the mailbox, and for the first time in a long time, look at your house as if you were about to buy it,
Yeah,
or your child was about to buy it. And you know what, all of a sudden you're looking at the mailbox and it's a little crooked and you haven't cleaned it in a long time and the weeds are growing up around it. Or you look at your front door and it's red, but it's a little chipped and this and that and the other thing. And then you walk in and there's older wallpaper, or there's things all over the place, John calls them tchotchkes, everywhere. You start paying attention to those little things and you get the return.
So bubble wrap your tchotchkes, stick them in a box for your next
Right,
anticipated
there you go.
move.
And
You can move, right?
anything that you're going to throw out when you move, like you have all this stuff in the basement, all this stuff in the ground, I'm gonna throw that away, I'm gonna throw that away, throw it out before you put your house on the market.
Not the
Make
shoes.
the basement bigger,
Keep
make
the
the
shoes.
garage a
Right.
cleaner.
Right.
Get rid of everything first. Why show the house with all that in and make the house look smaller and not as nice and neat as it could be?
There you go.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go to a date with your holy jeans on, right? You're gonna like try to look nice.
That's right.
Excellent. All right, so let's go to our listings. I know you've got some
Well,
great ones.
holy
for us to
jeans
see.
are very popular. I
Holy
think,
jeans,
too.
they are. I know, if you're going to a concert, of course we're holy jeans. I have a favorite pair actually. And you have on nice comfy jeans today, I
Yeah,
noticed.
today
Those are
they're
really
very
nice,
comfortable.
nice
Thank you.
washed,
Thank you.
nice washed look. Okay, so where are we going? Where are we moving to?
Well, right now, I think we're running
Listen.
down towards the end of our show, so we hope you got some good information out of it, but let's talk about our new listings that are in market today. And this is just some of them, of course, but this is a beautiful ranch, Sandy Bellucci listed in Port Jeff Station.
$329.
Yeah, now this is an ideal price. This is a seller's.
That's a
you know,
great
yeah,
price.
Yeah,
Great price.
There you
It's a
go.
good house.
Ooh, look at the kitchen.
the kitchen is
got
updated,
a
look,
new
it's got a
kitchen.
tile backsplash, beautiful countertop, center island, all custom done, nice, beautiful home, great value.
Oh,
Nice
look at
yard.
that.
If you have kids, boom, there you go,
Wow, that's nice.
that's it, you know. New York Avenue has another one, Port Jeff.
What a great
Christopher
listing price on that.
$259.
Look at the size of this house. All new windows in this house, a two-car garage, den with a fireplace, a brick wall fireplace. Just a fabulous, fabulous house, and you can't beat
Nice
this.
condition
Yeah.
too.
It says Anderson windows too, those
You
are
don't
always
wanna
nice.
miss this, yeah.
Oh, here's one on.
Wow, and Steve, I
Summer
have to,
Sweet Drive in Middle Island.
you know what, Steve called me on this, he has a number of people interested in this property already.
Really?
Yeah.
For $364.9. It's
Yeah.
right there in that
What
sweet
a
spot.
beautiful house.
3 bedrooms, 2-bath farm ranch. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Look at that.
He's had
fireplace.
tremendous activity on this house, if it isn't already sold. Look at that pool in the
In-ground
back.
pool?
Yeah,
That's
look at
great.
that. Hamilton and Huntington, Mary Alice Rupert, fabulous agent. Matter of fact, we had her as a guest agent on the show at one
Oh,
point.
that's right,
She's a
yeah.
great, great lady. This is a beautiful house,
4 bedrooms,
459,
hardwood floors.
ready to go. Look, it's brand new inside, with a fireplace, all brand new refinished
Nice
hardwood floors.
backyard.
Yeah, sided
patio.
windows.
Good.
No,
I just
you
keep it.
take this one.
This is one in Bayport. It's on for $359. It's 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, new kitchen. Look at the sunroom, beautiful sunroom, 1-car garage, hardwood floors. I like the backyard. Very nice. Very nice.
Also nice and fresh, this one. Very nice, it's $329.9. in Kings Park.
$20 million.
Those are it is, it's perfect. I mean, we're telling you, it's perfect for you guys. I actually have children in that age range, just like you do as well, and so I'm thinking, maybe I should get them to start looking.
Look at that.
Yeah,
It's in
this
great
was all
shape.
redone.
And right in Kings Park, we got an office on Main Street in Kings Park, by the way.
A full finished basement, which gives you a lot of extra room. Very nice.
Yeah,
Another
it's a
cute
great
one?
house. Nice one in Huntington Station, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths,
Nice
373, look at that house.
Just
Well,
painted
yeah,
and ground
stone and
sprinklers,
brick.
ready to move
Oh
in.
my
There you are as
goodness.
a seller.
Granite
They
countertops,
painted it,
look
and
at
look
that.
how nice it
Look
looks.
at that house. That
I
is
love
real-
kitchens.
that's
I'm a
all
kitchen
brand
girl.
new, Brand new appliances and everything.
Very nice. 373.9. Well, here's one in South Setauket on for 374,990. It's got new windows, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's with granite, stainless granite. Wow, nice.
Yeah, that's a
Hot
great looking
hats,
house.
central air.
Finished basement, look at that
Nice
basement.
basement.
Wow.
Upgraded electrical panel, a new
This-
boiler.
This house is offering a lot in that price range. Very nice.
Woodson Road in Babylon, Kathy Derler, great agent, terrific lady. This is a beautiful home in Blue Harbor, which is a
Blue
beautiful,
Harbor,
beautiful
nice.
area, very nice. This is a great, great house. Look at that. I love that setting when you have this fireplace
Very,
like that.
very,
Just really nice.
Babylon's a great town.
Yeah.
Great
terrific.
restaurants,
So
lots
much
of
to
fun.
do.
We have an office in Babylon, by the way.
Yeah, we have
Deer Park
another
area.
office in Babylon.
Commercial.
Yes. Here we go, one in Northwood. Well, that's close to our Huntington
Yeah.
and Kings Park.
Yes, that's a great house, 799, super house.
4
Big,
bedrooms,
beautiful
2.5
house.
baths,
Yeah.
hardwood floors, central air, in-ground pool,
And it overlooks
$799.
the preserve.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wow.
a beautiful
Yeah, so it's like-
setting.
Like
You just
resort.
have that whole, beautiful yard and no neighbors, you know.
Beautiful
just-
setting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Main
how
Street,
cute.
Stony Brook.
I like
This
that
is-
one. That's my type of
This-
style.
this
How
is
adorable.
interesting.
That's charming, yeah.
That's across the street from the duck pond. It's right in the center of the village of Stony Brook Village. This house has a tremendous amount of history, tremendous amount of history. It dates all the way back into the late 1700s. It actually still has the slave quarters. You can see the remnants of the slave quarters in the lower level of this home. If you like old,
Crown
7
molding. Look at the
fireplaces.
crown molding. Oh,
beautiful, beautiful historical area. It's got an outbuilding.
7 fireplaces?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, that's something
Fun to
else.
decorate.
And here's a month, look at the size of that house. Wow, $699. Greg has that
Just in the
stunning,
market.
beautiful, beautiful house. Huge colonial fireplace.
$250,000 in
Wow.
updates just
What
done.
a house. That is something else. Look at that
Mm.
kitchen.
So nice, so nice.
Look at the pool, oh my God. Just that pool and the brickwork out there is a fortune.
Even has a movie theater.
Yeah.
So.
Nice
Very
houses.
Very, very nice.
So-
Every
and
time I
again,
see them, I want to live in all of them. Why is that?
I do have to say that's just some of the thousands of listings that are available at Realty Connect. So if you didn't see something that sparked your interest, but you are looking for a new home, or you are thinking about selling the home that you're currently in, contact a Realty Connect agent. You have our call-in numbers, text numbers, so make sure you get involved with the company that's going to help you get where you need to go and get you the market price that you're hoping for your home.
What's the very first step? Because I know we only have a minute left. If you want to buy a home, where do you go to first? Do you go to a bank to get a loan, to get pre-approval? Do you go looking at what you want in a house?
I
What's your
would
first step?
recommend you stop and meet with a licensed real estate agent, and at that point in time, they can direct you to all of the services and all of the things that you'll need to get done, as versus to doing a few
They
and not
actually,
getting everything done that you need to get done.
they'll actually give you an overview and give you an idea of what steps to take so that when you go to that marketplace, you're fully prepared, you're pre-qualified, you're understanding. They help you glean down what it is that you're looking for. You want to be near the water. Do you want to be, maybe you want to be in the downtown area. Maybe you want to be on the South Shore, North Shore, Middle. Maybe you commute, so you want to be close to a railroad station because you're commuting to the city. All of those little things, you want to know that all up front and get an understanding so that when you then take that next step, then you pick a lender that makes sense, then you pick an area that makes sense, and then you start to focus in on an area, and it makes it go much, much smoother.
one other little plug, Realty connects it all, I guess, right? From
Yeah,
concept to
exactly
completion.
right.
So,
So, Realty Connects, and the phone number is always 516-702-5406 for this show, realtyconnectsli@gmail.com, because we will take your questions from this week and we'll try to answer some of them on next week's show. You can always tune in to catch us on Fridays at 11:30. I'm Donna Drake with Michael and John. We had a wonderful time being here with you, as always. Stay tuned for more shows on The Daily Blue at
Thank you.
thedailyblue.com.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Don.
Thank you.